Hi, this is Ruger, and this is a bear box. It's important to protect your food from bears and other wild critters, and some areas even require that you use bear canisters. But which type is best for you? Hi, I'm Robert. Some of you may know me as a guy from Trailmeister who travels the country helping horse owners realize their dreams of trail riding and camping with livestock. Some of you might not know me at all, and that's fine too. So sit back, relax, while I share with you what you need to know about bear canisters. Before we get too much further though, if you would, please click those like, share, and subscribe buttons. Ruger here would sure appreciate it. Now let's go someplace where it's a little bit warmer and more bearable.
You better get out of there, it's gonna get hot.
When it comes to horse camping, there's no shortage of preferences. We can argue about front country versus back country, the best season to camp, or about the best animal for trail riding. That would be mules. What we can all agree on, however, is that you don't really want bears in your camp. Bears that learn to associate people with food often have to be destroyed, which gives new meaning to the phrase, a fed bear is a dead bear. Keeping bears out of camp ensures their survival in the wild and a great camping trip on our part. Thankfully, you can avoid many bad bear encounters by storing attractants properly in a bear canister. Bear canisters, also known as bear boxes, cans, vaults, or sacks, are simply bear-resistant containers whose only purpose is to protect your food from bears and other wild critters. They can be hard or soft and come in a wide variety of shapes and construction types. So how do bear canisters work? Most bear canisters don't seal in the odors, but rather they make it too difficult for a bear to get in and realize any food rewards for their adventures. Simply put, bear canisters are the children-resistant containers of the food world. Damn it. Damn it. They work by being a pain in the butt. Bear canisters can sometimes be a challenge to get into, but that's by design. After all, if they were easy to get into, it would defeat the purpose. So when should you use a bear canister? For me, a bear canister is appropriate all the time. If not for the bears, then the mini bears, such as chipmunks and raccoons, who also want your lunch and dinner. Beyond that, bear canisters are required in many areas. Know the rules for the area that you're going to be camping in. For example, the Bob Marshall Wilderness in Montana requires that bear-resistant containers be used across the forest. Be sure to check on the bear requirements when planning any trip. Trailmeister.com has direct links to all the land manager on every area that we have listed, so you can easily click through and find those rules and regs. So what goes in a bear canister? You may think that it's just food. That would be wrong. Food, as well as anything that has an odor that could spark a bear's interest, should be stored in your bear canister. Things such as hot chocolate, toiletries, soap, more soap, eggs are food, toothpaste, and raspberry crumble. So really anything that has an odor, food, toiletries, sunscreen, lip balm, toothpaste, all that good stuff that has an odor needs to go in a bear canister. While we're talking about bear safety, it's also important to remember that most bears avoid people. Most campers never know that they've been around a bear because bears do such a great job of avoiding us. If you should see a bear, don't panic. The chance of being harmed by a bear is much less than being struck by lightning, and much, much less than being in an accident on your way to the trailhead. So keep things in perspective. Here's some of the bear canisters that I've used over the years, as well as some of their pros and cons. This is the Bear Vault. The clear plastic makes it easy to see inside. It's also waterproof, it's extremely strong, and it makes a great camp seat. If the Bear Vault has a downside, it's that it's a little bit bulky, but much less bulky than the typical bear boxes or panniers sold for stock use. It's also a heck of a lot cheaper. And that's the Bear Vault. And this is the Ursack. It may look like a regular fabric bag, but it's far from it. These soft bags are made with super tough Spectra fibers that bears can't pull apart and critters can't chew or claw through. The Ursack has a lot of advantage over hard-sided boxes, mainly the lighter weight, which makes for easier packability, and it reduces in volume as you go through your food. A downside to the Ursack is that they are not crush-proof or leak-proof, which means that a bear may not get to your food, but you could be having macaroni powder for dinner for the rest of your trip. You can get aluminum liners for these to prevent crushing, but I haven't tried one yet. Also, the Ursack is not universally approved where bear-resistant containers are required. Be sure to check the requirements and make sure that Ursacks are allowed wherever you go. And this is a traditional bear box used by packers. I used to use these when I didn't know any better. These things are heavy. They weigh about 20 pounds before I put anything in. This recessed lid makes it leak like a sieve in the rain. And I don't know about you, but it always rains when I go course camping. And yeah, if these boxes do something well, they make great camp stools. So now when I pack, I put my bear canisters inside these hard-sided pannier boxes that are a lot cheaper, half the weight, and they don't leak. But that's a video for a different time. For more information on all of these products, I'll put links in the description areas on YouTube and on the Trailmeister website. If you're watching this on Facebook, please go to the Trailmeister website where you can get all the links and all the full information. Before you choose a bear canister for you, you'll want to think about things such as weight, size, ease of access, all that good stuff that makes camping bearable for you. For more practical information about trail riding and camping with horses and mules, as well as the largest guide to horse trails and camps in the world, give us a visit at trailmeister.com. And please, don't forget to click on those like, share, and subscribe buttons. Until next time, happy trails!